Hello and welcome to the Blitz. The region picture is starting to become clearer across Georgia and South Carolina, so let's dive into those races. Several teams either remained in the picture or got a leg up in the region standings last Friday, including Evans and South Aiken with big wins. Evans squeezed past Grovetown in our Game of the Week thriller as Corey Watkins rushed for 150 yards and 2 key touchdowns to win 26-24. The Knights are now 2-0 in a tight region along with Lakeside and Heritage. Lakeside beat Alcovey to also move to 2-0. South Aiken beat North Augusta 30-20 to move to 2-0 in its region. It was the first win for South Aiken in the series in the past 10 tries, as Tansy Richardson had the exciting returns for touchdowns, and Chris Roberts pounded it out on the ground. This puts the T-Reds in position to take over the region lead if they can pick up a win this Friday. Also, Thompson took care of Baldwin and Burke County took care of Richmond Academy to each improve to 2-0 in the same region. Each side still has one game to go before meeting each other, but that October 28th matchup is looking more and more like an epic showdown between two state-ranked teams in 4A. A couple more regions are shaping up for huge showdowns at the end of the month. Jefferson County beat Butler to move to 5-0 in the region, and Screven County beat Westside to improve to 4-0. A November 4th meeting between the two is looking like it'll be big for Region 4 2A. In Region 7A, Aquinas beat Greene County, and Lincoln County took care of Warren County to each move to 3-0. The game between these two is already huge regardless, but if both enter undefeated in the region, it could be tremendous. And Washington County is quietly 3-0 in its region after beating Dodge County on the road.
DriveBaby.com. Click, click.
Looking ahead to this Friday, most of these teams are simply trying to stay on track and avoid looking ahead to the big matchups in 2 or 3 weeks. We just mentioned Washington County's 3-0 mark in region play. The Hawks will host Southwest in what's basically a decider game. Both are 3-0. Lakeside will host Heritage in a big matchup. Both enter 2-0 in the standings, so this one will help determine a front-runner alongside Evans. For the Knights, they'll travel to Greenbrier in the annual county rivalry. Evans also needs this one to stay atop the standings, but Greenbrier could prove to be a tougher than usual test this year. Across the river, South Aiken hosts Airport in a crucial game. Both enter at 2-0, so this is basically a decider game. A win for either side would be the key boost toward a potential region title. Other notable games this week include Midland Valley at North Augusta, Burke County at Baldwin, Lincoln County at Greene County, and Barnwell is at Bamberg-Ehrhardt. Finally, the Augusta Chronicles Game of the Week is Washington Wilkes at Aquinas. This one has region implications for the first time since 2011, as the Irish enter 3-0 and the Tigers are 2-1 in the division. Aquinas is looking to maintain and share the region lead with Lincoln County, while Washington Wilkes is aiming for an upset to stay in the picture. For the Tigers to pull it off, they'll need to slow down the Irish's running game, led by Joseph Douglas, while generating a consistent offense against Aquinas' tough defense. We'll have coverage of this game and more at chronicleprepzone.com. All right, we're here with junior Ethan Scott of Aquinas. The Irish have a big game this week, our game of the week against Washington Wilkes. Before we get to that, though, I know y'all are off to a good start in region play, and just wanted to get your thoughts on that, just kind of assessment of how y'all have played so far and what have been the keys to that.
I think we played pretty well. We've got a great coaching staff, James Leonard, Coach Wiley. I think personally they're the best around, and they get us ready to play every Friday.
And what do you see as some of the strengths during that stretch? What's helped you get off to that start in region play?
Definitely our running back, Joseph Douglas, and good play of coming in by J.P. Lambert, coming in, doing a good job. And also George Welch on defense, coming up with a lot of big tackles.
And I know you had a kind of a tough start with a tough non-region schedule to open the season. Do you feel like that's kind of helped y'all get to this point as far as your region play and going beyond that?
Yes, sir. I mean, we played some really good teams the first couple games, and we just grew as a team and as a family and continue to get better every week.
And finally, just another big region game this Friday against Washington Wilkes. What do you see as some of the keys for that one to help y'all?
Definitely the offensive line's got to block well. If the offensive line blocks well, there should be no stopping our offense. Hopefully we play great on defense and make a lot of big stops.